Hello, beautiful family. Welcome back to Gist Angle, your hub for hot gist and verified political updates. Today's gist is not just hot, but it is dangerously hot because what we're about to discuss, if it turns out to be true, could change the entire political future of Nigeria. Imagine waking up one day and discovering that one of the biggest opposition parties in the country has no presidential candidate. No candidate, no competition, no real choice. Now tell me, is that still democracy or something else entirely? Because right now, a shocking claim has surfaced and it is coming from a known public affairs analyst, Adetokunbo Pearse. And according to him, there is an alleged political strategy already in motion, a strategy that could stop the People's Democratic Party from producing a presidential candidate in 2027. Yes, you heard that correctly. Not defeat them in an election, not outvote them, but prevent them from even presenting a candidate at all. And if that happens, then what exactly are Nigerians voting for? Now, let's slow this down and break it properly. Speaking during an interview, Adetokunbo Pearse made it clear that this is not just ordinary political rivalry. He alleged that the ruling party, the All Progressive Congress, is working through multiple strategies to weaken the opposition. And in his words, the ultimate goal is something many Nigerians may find hard to believe. A situation where there will be only one dominant political force in the country, one party, one direction, one candidate. Now think about that for a second, because democracy is supposed to be about choice between different ideas, different leaders, different visions for the country. But remove that choice, and what do you have left? And this is where the story takes another serious turn. Because according to Pearse, one of the key figures allegedly being used in this political chess game is none other than Nyesom Wike. Now, this is where things get complicated because Wike is not just any politician. He is a strong and influential figure within the People's Democratic Party. But at the same time, he is currently serving under the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which is led by the All Progressive Congress. So naturally, Nigerians are asking questions. Is this just political strategy, or is there a deeper game being played behind the scenes? According to Pearse, the plan is not just about weakening the PDP. He warned that the intention could be to destabilize the party completely, to push it into internal crisis, legal battles, leadership confusion, until it becomes too weak to even organize a proper presidential primary. And once that happens, the party may find itself unable to present a candidate. Now, let's be very clear. These are serious allegations, and they have not been officially confirmed. But in politics, even allegations like this can create tension because perception is powerful. And once people begin to believe that something is possible, it starts to shape reality. Now, let's look at the current situation inside the People's Democratic Party. The party has been facing internal issues for some time now, from leadership struggles to court cases to disagreements between major stakeholders. All these factors have already weakened the unity within the party. And this is exactly the kind of situation that can be exploited politically. Because a divided house, as they say, cannot stand. And this is why Adetokunbo Pearse is sounding this alarm now. He described the alleged move as a dangerous political maneuver, one that could affect freedom of speech, political independence, the right of Nigerians to choose their leaders. He even went further to say that such a situation could be unprecedented in Nigeria's political history, because never before has there been a serious claim that a major opposition party could be completely removed from the presidential race. Now, let's ask the real question. Is this actually possible? At first glance, it sounds extreme, but when you look closely at Nigerian politics, you begin to see how things can shift very quickly. Court rulings can change party leadership overnight. Internal crises can split parties into factions, and political alliances can reshape power structures in unexpected ways. So while it may sound unlikely, it is not entirely impossible. Now, supporters of the All Progressive Congress may see this differently. They may argue that this is simply politics at play. After all, every party wants to win. Every party wants to be in control. And every party will naturally try to outsmart its opponents. But the real issue here is not about winning. It is about how the game is played. Because if the playing field is no longer level, then the outcome becomes questionable. And that is why this conversation is so important, because it is not just about PDP. It is not just about APC. It is about the future of democracy in Nigeria. Now, as we approach 2027, one thing is becoming very clear. The political battle has already started, not on election day, but right now, behind the scenes. Strategies are being formed, alliances are being built, and power is already being contested. And in all of this, one question remains: will Nigeria have a truly free and competitive election in 2027? Or are we heading towards something completely different? And obviously now, Nigerians are pointing fingers at Wike. How does a politician boldly claim loyalty to one party, yet openly align and work with the opposing side? This is the obvious question many Nigerians are now asking about Nyesom Wike. Because on one hand, he is still widely recognized as a member of the People's Democratic Party. But on the other hand, he is actively serving in the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a leader of the rival All Progressive Congress. So where exactly does loyalty lie? Can someone truly belong to one political party while visibly strengthening another? Or does this raise deeper concerns about political consistency, party discipline, and even voter trust? Because in a system where party identity is supposed to guide ideology and direction, this kind of crossover can create confusion not just within party ranks, but among the electorate. Some may call it political strategy. Others may see it as a form of political apathy or detachment from party principles, where personal influence outweighs party allegiance. And that brings us to the real question. If party lines can be blurred this easily, then what truly defines political loyalty in today's Nigeria? Before we end this hot gist, I want to hear from you, Gist Angle family. Do you believe a major party like the People's Democratic Party can actually be stopped from presenting a presidential candidate? What do you think about the role of Nyesom Wike in all of this? Coincidence or calculated politics? And finally, if Nigeria ever gets to a point where only one party dominates, what happens to democracy? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. And if it's your first time here, please kindly subscribe and turn on your notification so you always get our updates.
It's just Angle.